For many, wealth is a lifelong dream, but for Elon Musk, wealth is just a feeling. Mentioning this man brings to mind the world's richest billionaire, yet one with visions no one else has dared to imagine. If you're curious about his lifestyle, family, cars, etc., in 2026, this video will answer all your questions through a series of jaw-dropping truths. Watch until the end, because the simplicity of this billionaire will give you a different perspective on the concept of wealth. Genetic legacy engineering the future. What if the richest man on Earth is not just building companies but building a bloodline designed to control the future? Elon Musk, with a net worth exceeding $800 billion, is the father of 14 children, a number shocking enough to stun the world. But this is not simply a personal family story. This is something far more calculated, far more deliberate, and far more controversial than anyone wants to admit. By 2026, Musk has fathered 14 children with multiple women, a fact that immediately raises uncomfortable questions. Why would a man controlling SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, The Boring Company, and AI invest so much time and resources into creating such a large family? The answer reveals something darker and more strategic than simple reproduction or love for children. This family journey began with Justine Wilson, his first wife, with whom he had 6 children, including the tragedy of losing their first son, Nevada. Then came Grimes, the musician and technologist, contributing 3 children with shocking names like XAA12 and Exa Dark Sideral, names that reflect Musk's vision of technological advancement. Following Grimes came Siobhan Zilis, a Neuralink executive and artificial intelligence researcher, with twins and multiple additional children conceived through IVF technology. Most recently, Ashley Street, Claire brought the total to 14. The result is a family structure that many call non-traditional, sparking heated ethical debates across America about reproductive rights, genetic selection, and the role of billionaires in shaping human evolution. But what truly makes this story explode is not the number 14 itself, it is the deeper hypothesis surrounding genetics and deliberate legacy planning. Musk has repeatedly warned about the existential risk of global population collapse and demographic decline that threatens civilization. But beyond that warning lies a more unsettling question. Is he simply building a traditional family, or is he operating a calculated genetic project with long-term evolutionary implications? With an engineer's mindset obsessed with optimization, Musk does not just talk about humanity's future in abstract terms, he acts with precision. And having children with highly intelligent women working in advanced technology fields, Grimes being a musician and technologist, Zilis being a Neuralink executive specializing in brain-computer interfaces, women selected for both intelligence and achievement, makes many people question whether he is deliberately preserving and concentrating intelligence in his own genetic line. This opens a highly sensitive debate in American culture where artificial intelligence, IVF technology, and bioethics remain deeply divisive topics that challenge fundamental assumptions about human reproduction. Some view this as a bold, even necessary vision for ensuring humanity's survival and evolution. Others see it as a dangerous line between science and control, between optimization and eugenics. The ethical questions multiply exponentially. Is he building a family or deliberately engineering a generation of high IQ descendants specifically designed to shape the future? Is this genuine love for children or demographic engineering disguised as personal reproductive choice? And perhaps most shocking, if Elon Musk is thinking far enough ahead to build a genetic legacy across 14 children with strategically selected mothers, what is he really preparing for? A sustainable future on Earth, or an entirely new civilization on Mars that requires a specific type of human? The invisible yacht strategy commanding global operations. In the world of billionaires, super yachts worth hundreds of millions of dollars are almost a required symbol of power and prestige. Jeff Bezos owns the Kourou, a 180-meter vessel valued at over $500 million, equipped with helipads, submarines, and luxury amenities. Arab tycoons own floating palaces longer than football fields, complete with movie theaters, multiple swimming pools, and helipads. But Elon Musk operates in a completely different direction that confuses traditional wealth watchers. He does not own yachts. He does not flaunt maritime luxury. He does not register vessels under his name. And that silence itself is the most sophisticated power move imaginable in the modern billionaire playbook. Musk once publicly stated he has no plan to buy a yacht, a statement reinforcing his minimalist image. But in reality, he still appears on the most luxurious vessels operating globally, just never under his own name. never through traditional ownership structures, never creating public records. Instead of ownership, he charters when needed, turning yachts into flexible operational tools rather than binding financial assets requiring constant maintenance, crew salaries, and regulatory compliance. This strategy eliminates tax liability, avoids maritime law complications, and preserves operational flexibility while maintaining access to the most sophisticated floating infrastructure on Earth. A typical example emerged in 2021 when Musk appeared on the Zeus, a 7.4-meter superyacht in Turkey. But this was not leisure travel or vacation pleasure. This was a floating conference with high-level figures including Bill Gates and other power brokers, where conversations could be worth billions of dollars in business deals, technology partnerships, and strategic alliances. The strategic advantage becomes immediately clear to anyone analyzing security and operations: near absolute privacy on international waters beyond national jurisdiction, no public surveillance cameras, no easily tracked signals, no Coast Guard observation, schedules kept confidential. Even crew members may not know the true identity of guests or the nature of discussions occurring aboard. The yacht becomes a space completely separated from the world where power operates in absolute silence. Rumors in intelligence and real estate circles extend even further, suggesting Musk may use yachts registered under intermediary companies and shell entities, floating fortresses integrated with Starlink satellite technology for secure communications, equipped with helipads for instant aerial escape, featuring anti-surveillance meeting rooms with signal-blocking technology comparable to government installations, and functioning simultaneously as leisure vessels and mobile command centers for operating his empire across multiple continents. Although there is no official confirmation, this strategic logic aligns perfectly with how Musk operates: flexible, discreet, optimizing control while avoiding the legal and financial entanglements of yacht ownership. What makes this approach even more remarkable is that Musk has publicly hinted at developing a Tesla superyacht worth approximately $700 million, a project combining green technology, full automation, and maximum security into one self-sufficient vessel capable of operating independently for extended periods. But until that project materializes, the model of not owning but still enjoying full operational power and privacy remains the perfect strategic choice. By avoiding yacht ownership, Musk eliminates property tax liability, avoids public maritime records, maintains operational flexibility for rapid repositioning, preserves capital for investments in SpaceX, Tesla, and Neuralink, and most importantly, eliminates any fixed asset that could be seized, tracked, or used as leverage by governments or competitors. The yacht strategy reveals something fundamental about Musk's entire wealth philosophy. He does not collect assets for display. He acquires access and control. Comment below: is Musk's strategy of chartering instead of owning genius financial planning, or proof that he is hiding something larger from public view? The $50,000 house propaganda strategy. In Starbase, Texas, there stands a small prefabricated house worth approximately $50,000. According to public statements and widely reported narratives, this is Elon Musk's primary residence, the actual home where a man controlling $800 billion sleeps, eats, and manages his empire. The image spreads widely across media as a powerful symbol of being unconcerned with material things, a billionaire living like an engineer rather than a traditional tycoon, sleeping closer to rocket launch pads than to luxurious mansions. An unassuming home where work never stops, and where Musk chooses proximity to SpaceX operations over architectural grandeur. This narrative is powerful and reinforces the image of a man obsessed with the future rather than current comfort or status display. But that almost suspicious perfection is exactly what makes many people begin to question whether this is the complete truth or a carefully constructed public narrative. Behind the scenes, rumors in high-end real estate circles across Texas have begun to appear with increasing frequency. Speculation suggests Musk may secretly own a compound worth tens of millions of dollars, designed discreetly, almost invisible to the public eye, protected by multi-layered security systems that do not appear in ordinary property records or public databases. According to unverified hypotheses circulating among real estate professionals, this is not just a standard residence, but a private operational base where he conducts work operations and protects his family from constant surveillance and threats. The rumored compound allegedly features hidden tunnels, underground parking, and communication systems comparable to government installations. the deeper question becomes even more controversial. Is the $50,000 house truly a lifestyle choice reflecting genuine minimalism, or is it a carefully calculated financial and image strategy designed for multiple simultaneous purposes? In America, where property tax and wealth inequality remain hot, political topics generating constant debate, not owning or minimizing tangible personal assets could be a deliberate strategy to become almost invisible to future wealth tax policies proposed by progressive politicians. While billionaires like Jeff Bezos own massive estates generating significant property tax liability, Musk potentially avoids this burden through the appearance of minimal residential ownership. The strategy serves multiple purposes simultaneously. It creates a powerful public narrative about minimalism and dedication to work and progress. It potentially reduces tax exposure to current and future property taxes. It maintains operational security by obscuring his actual residence locations, and it reinforces his personal brand as different from traditional billionaires. At the same time, the image of someone running SpaceX developing reusable rockets, Starlink providing global internet coverage, Tesla revolutionizing transportation, yet living in a small prefabricated house, creates an extremely powerful narrative that resonates with audiences. This unintentionally or intentionally builds a massive loyal fan base across social media. People not only admire him but are willing to defend him against every controversy and criticism. Skeptics who question his motives face immediate pushback from supporters who cite his modest housing as proof of his integrity. And that is where the line between reality and strategic communication becomes dangerously blurred. Is Elon Musk truly living minimally by choice, or is he strategically controlling how the entire world sees him through careful image management? The answer likely involves both elements working together. Car collection reflecting work philosophy, not status. By normal logic and traditional billionaire behavior, a person who owns hundreds of billions of dollars would maintain rows of Ferrari, Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, Bugatti, and custom handcrafted supercars filling climate-controlled garages as visible symbols of power, prestige, and status within ultra-wealthy circles. These vehicles typically appreciate in value and serve as conversation pieces at exclusive events. But with Elon Musk, the story goes in a completely different direction that surprises many people and is genuinely hard to believe given his net worth. For him, cars are not objects to show off or status symbols to display. They are simply tools for transportation, functional components of his operational work ecosystem. Because of this philosophy, most vehicles he uses are Tesla products that he created, designed, and personally trusts to perform reliably. The car most frequently seen with Musk is the Tesla Cybertruck, especially at Starbase, Texas, where rough terrain, industrial construction sites, and demanding operational environments make this electric truck with its angular, modern, almost alien design perfectly suited for actual utility. People constantly observe him driving it around the facility, sometimes with engineering teams heading to design meetings, sometimes with his children experiencing rocket launches. The two most popular Tesla models on his personal vehicle list are the Model Y, practical and family-friendly, currently one of the best-selling vehicles globally, with over 1.2 million units sold, and the Model 3, simple, efficient, and suited for daily commuting with exceptional battery range and charging efficiency. All vehicles in his collection reflect a lifestyle that is not flashy or designed for impressiveness, but focused on performance, efficiency, and functional integration with his work environment. However, history tells a more complex story about Musk's complete automotive collection. He once owned a McLaren F1, one of the most expensive supercars ever produced, worth millions of dollars when new and worth significantly more today due to rarity. But he crashed it, a practical reminder that expensive vehicles require careful operation. He also owned a Lotus Esprit, specifically the Type 111 model priced at $1 million when originally purchased in the 1970s, now worth over $20 million as one of only 106 units in existence worldwide, making it one of the rarest and most valuable vehicles on Earth. These acquisitions demonstrate that Musk is not ignorant of luxury vehicles or incapable of appreciating rare automotive engineering. Rather, he deliberately moved away from collecting expensive vehicles as his wealth and focus shifted. Instead, he standardized on Tesla products, reflecting his evolution toward aligning personal choices with company mission and technological vision. His vehicles now serve his work directly. His garage is not a museum of luxury vehicles but an extension of his operational infrastructure. The Cybertruck, valued at approximately $250,000 depending on specifications and options, represents his vision of functional design and sustainable energy rather than traditional automotive luxury. This approach reveals a fundamental principle underlying Musk's entire wealth philosophy. He does not spend money to display accumulated wealth to others. He spends money to accelerate progress toward his stated goals. Every purchase, including vehicles, must connect to his larger vision of sustainable energy, space exploration, and advanced technology. The car collection story demonstrates something many billionaires never understand or implement. True power is not measured by the price of your possessions or their rarity. True power is measured by what you accomplish with your resources and time. Musk could buy every supercar, vintage vehicle, and rare automobile in the world with a fraction of his wealth, but he does not play by the rules of traditional ultra-wealthy lifestyle expectations. His vehicles are tools serving work. His mansion is minimal. His daily life revolves entirely around work and progress. This is not deprivation or asceticism, it is strategic alignment between personal behavior and stated values. Comment below. Do you believe Musk's minimalist approach to cars is genuine philosophy, or the most calculated personal branding strategy ever executed? The 80-hour work regime revealing true control. Now we enter the most intriguing and somewhat shocking part, what Elon Musk's daily life actually looks like when examined in detail. From outside observation, people easily imagine that someone controlling hundreds of billions of dollars would live among lavish parties, expensive international travel, and relaxed pleasure-filled schedules designed for maximum personal enjoyment. But the reality of Musk goes completely against all traditional expectations about billionaire lifestyle. His life revolves around only one thing: work. Not just working, but an intense, extreme, almost inhuman work regime that borders on what medical professionals would consider unsustainable for normal human physiology. Currently, Musk spends most of his time at Starbase, Texas, the operational center of SpaceX, where rockets are designed, tested, and launched into the sky daily with increasing frequency. He chooses to live right there because of a simple but obsessive philosophy. Wherever there is work, that is where he is physically present. Musk's daily schedule is unlike anyone else's at his wealth level. He often stays awake until 2 or 3 inches the morning, then sleeps only a few hours before waking around 8 to 9 inches the morning. The moment he opens his eyes, he does not start with relaxation, meditation, or breakfast contemplation. He starts with his phone, checking emails, reviewing company updates, monitoring activity on X, and consuming critical information. Every detail is controlled, followed by a quick personal routine and immediate diving into work without any transition buffer. His eating habits clearly reflect this work-obsessed philosophy. Breakfast is sometimes just coffee and eggs consumed while reading reports. Lunch is often skipped entirely or eaten quickly at his desk while conducting meetings. Dinner is frequently forgotten or consists of whatever food is available nearby. Because for Musk, food is just fuel, a biological necessity, and work is the absolute priority requiring his attention. And then the core part of the day begins, 12 to 14 hours of continuous work, sometimes extending even longer, reaching totals of 80 to 100 hours per week. This intensity is something even successful people find difficult to sustain over extended periods without experiencing health consequences. While he constantly switches between Tesla, SpaceX, X, Neuralink, and XAI, he handles the most critical issues at each organization, like someone coordinating an entire technology ecosystem operating simultaneously. At Starbase, the pace becomes even more intense than at corporate headquarters. If there is a rocket test scheduled at night, Musk will be there in person, standing with engineers, analyzing every smallest error with obsessive detail. There are times when meetings last so long that he has to nap right at the office on sofas, on factory floors, even on the ground near equipment. This image is completely opposite to traditional imagination about billionaire lifestyle. For him, the concept of weekends almost does not exist. Sunday is just another workday requiring equal intensity. Although he sometimes takes short breaks from work, they remain so rare as to be almost negligible in the context of his overall schedule. Regarding family time with his 14 children, Musk still tries to spend time with them, but with such a dense schedule, those moments become precious and rare. He takes them to watch rockets launch, plays games when possible, or simply stays together when schedules align. The children occasionally appear at Starbase to experience the work environment and understand their father's mission. What makes many people think deeply is that despite owning enormous wealth, Musk's lifestyle is extremely simple and austere. No luxury clothes from designer brands. No million-dollar vacations to tropical resorts. No showing off. Just simple meals, a small house, and absolute focus on big goals like Mars colonization, artificial intelligence, safety, and the future of energy production. He has repeatedly stated that if you want to achieve something great, you must work at an intensity that others cannot or will not endure. For some people, this is powerful inspiration and testament to willpower and vision. For others, it represents a harsh lifestyle, almost unsustainable for normal human physiology, without long-term health consequences. And perhaps this contrast has made Elon Musk one of the most controversial yet most fascinating figures of our time. A person holding more than $800 billion while living like that is a paradox that reshapes how we understand the relationship between wealth and lifestyle. Elon Musk's story reveals 3 critical lessons about modern wealth and power. Lesson 1. Extreme wealth operates differently than ordinary money. It becomes a tool for control rather than consumption. Lesson 2. The most powerful people often disappear from public view through strategy rather than humility. Lesson 3. True ambition transcends personal comfort and traditional lifestyle expectations. If this changed how you think about billionaires and power, like and subscribe to Wealth Dominion for more exposes on hidden wealth and control. Leave your request in the comments if you'd like to explore more about the mystery surrounding personal and family assets. Thank you for watching.